I want to be very clear because I know a lot of people have difficulty talking about their past. They like to cover it up. Everybody likes to look polished. But I want to make it very clear. There's nothing that I have done in my past that I will never hold myself accountable for today. But there is nothing that I have done in my past that I will feel shame for today, because I know that God has saved my life. I know that God has redeemed me. I know that God has forgiven me for my actions, for what I did know and what I did not know. So if anything that is brought up in my past, if anything is brought up from my past, I will always be the one to hold myself accountable for what I did, because I know that I am no longer that person, and I will no longer do those things because I have been saved by the blood of Jesus. I don't want people to think that, once you get saved, all of a sudden you get amnesia and you don't talk about the things that you did, because the world would always bring it up. But I am not a slave to sin. I am set free. I am free. So there's nothing that I feel that I cannot talk about in this world, because I am not a caged animal. I have the right to be able to speak because God gave me a mouth and a voice. I have a right to hear and listen and do all these other things because God gave me ears, eyes to see. He gave me the ability to be able to walk. He gave me everything that permits me to be free. So I will not be bound by any actions that I have done, no matter how embarrassing they may be, no matter how shameful they may be. I will always take accountability for those actions. And I want people to know that they too can be set free from whatever action that they have done. So the reason that I talked about this abortion today, because I do, and I'm around murderers all the time, and I have no problem being around murderers or being around sinners. That has never bothered me. But you need to understand that this is what you are in the moment. If these are things that you are practicing. I was a murderer because I killed my children. You are a murderer because you are trying to kill somebody. This is what you are. You're a sinner. You are a liar. You are X, Y, and Z. Whatever it is, you need to take accountability for it, because if you cannot take accountability for it, that means that you are bound by sin, and that means that you are not truly free and will never truly be free. And that means you can never truly have a relationship with God. So this is why I'm always so quick to tell of my life and the things that I have done and the things that God has brought me through and how He has changed my life, because I want others to be transformed as well. I'm not ashamed of what I have done. I was ashamed, but I have been set free. I have been redeemed. And although sometimes I do not forgive myself, but there are days where I feel like I have forgiven myself, I know altogether that my Father has forgiven me of anything that I have ever done.